The bullishness on the Bitcoin, the altcoin charts is next level, everybody. On the macro, we've waited years for this moment, but there is one area pretty much on all of these charts, this one bullish confirmation area that I'm still waiting for that will, I think, truly ignite the run, the move that everybody is waiting for. So please hit the subscribe, hit the like on the way in. We're just going to jump right into the video. We're going to look at Bitcoin charts. Here's Bitcoin on the daily, total crypto market cap, altcoin charts. This is what it looks like. The resistance, the trigger zone is the same on all of these charts. So we're going to start with Bitcoin and look at the US dollar, but I actually want to start briefly, quickly, with a clip from September 2024. Bitcoin was at $63,000 when I did this video, because this has everything to do with the analysis we're about to jump into. So check this out very quickly. You can see was back here in October, and we have, and by the way, that October on the weekly, all these indicators from this October move lining up in such similarity to where we are right now, but the 20. So we had, I don't know if you remember or not, we just had crazy, and by the way, that was September 2024. So to give you a sense of on the Bitcoin chart where that was when I did the video, this was at a moment when, if you remember, here's September back here, we were just consolidating for months and months and months, people getting frustrated. And we were getting a lot of similar signals at that moment of consolidation, very comparative to back here, which was that October 2023 blastoff move. And this is what happened. We got the blastoff move. So the reason I'm bringing that up is because if we go back and I'm not going to play a clip here, but we were talking about that blastoff move in 2023. If you want to get a sense of where we are in that move now, it is right here. If you see on this screen, this is where we are now. So if we go to the Bitcoin daily chart, we have the similar blastoff move, right? Out of the consolidation, there's the blastoff move. Now we're having our first level of consolidation, very similar to here, very similar to right here. What I mean by that is you can notice how Bitcoin had the really nice move to the upside, pulled into the moving averages. We even have the 20-day crossing below the 50. This kind of looked a little scary if you look at from hindsight, but ended up being incredibly bullish for the next leg up. And notice what Bitcoin was doing there. The 20 crossed below the 50, but Bitcoin was just consolidating a little bit at those two areas, the 50 and the 20, and then it was higher. So we are literally like right here trying to break to a new higher high. And this is where Bitcoin is, right? So just look at the similarities here. You can even, I mean, if you want, we could even take a bars pattern and take that blast off move to that swing high, and we can bring it over here. It's not going to be identical, everybody, but you can just see we are right here in this consolidation at the moving averages. So this is where I say it's just this last bullish confirmation. It's a lower high Fibonacci. And it's happening on like all of these charts. This is a Bitcoin chart. Here's the altcoin market cap chart. You can go to an altcoin. Here's ADA. There's that lower high Fibonacci on the daily. But back to Bitcoin, if we're looking at this, it's very simple. It's the swing high to swing low. And it's breaking this lower high Fibonacci is what I'm waiting for. Whenever we get a 20-day crossing below the 50, it often can take some time before Bitcoin escapes that entire area. And that could mean we get lower high resistance, and then we're choppy again. We're testing the moving averages again. So Bitcoin could fall back below $100,000 in this week. And I digress from that. I'm not predicting that to happen. I'm just saying if there's resistance here, this might play out to be more consolidation as we wait for the 20 and 50 to consolidate more, and finally to kind of get into that higher high, higher low environment that we're really looking for. It could all happen now, but I'm waiting for Bitcoin to break this area. Now, to put it very simply, this was a very short consolidation back here. When it did it, that's what we're looking at now. What I want to mention is the US dollar currency index, and we're going to look at altcoin charts. US dollar currency index. This move happening, and we did pretty much a full video on this the other day, but is starting to really line up to this move. What's most insane about it, this was January 2017, as I talked about the other day in the other day's video. Trump was just about to be inaugurated. Right now, Trump is just about to be inaugurated. in this environment where we are, this cycle, record-breaking Bitcoin ETFs are live, and we have President Trump keen on creating U.S. Bitcoin reserve and making U.S. the crypto capital of the world. He wasn't doing that last time. So not only do we have all of that narrative in play right now, but the technicals on these charts. So this is a daily chart, or actually this is the weekly chart, I'm sorry, but look at first off, the RSI, right? At this exact overbought type of line as we were last time. That's number one. And the other thing I wanted to do was go to the daily and just show you the similarities on the daily even. Look at this daily oscillator hanging out up here for a while, right? This is months. The daily oscillator consolidating up here. And if we go back to that 2017 move, that top out move, what was it doing? Very similar consolidation on the RSI before getting ready to top out. And this was when basically Trump was inaugurated and we went into bull season. There's altcoin season right there. So the cycle timing of this, as you can see, if the dollar starts falling, we might have the most powerful bull market that we've had yet because of what is going on. And again, just to go back to this post, previous cycles, maybe one day institutions and governments will be buying crypto. Guess what? This cycle, it's happening for the first time. This time, it is happening at the exact trigger point for the bull market for altcoin season. So long story short, how does Bitcoin interact with this lower high Fibonacci? The area I'm looking for Bitcoin to break is very simply the upper end of the Fibonacci. It's around $105,000. So what does Bitcoin do? Right now at $102,000, it's looking nice. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend that this can't happen, where we're going back below 100,000, consolidating at the moving averages, right? Obviously, on the daily chart, we want to see Bitcoin do exactly what it did in the first leg up of that late 2023 move, early 2024, and that is to say a very brief 20 below the 50 consolidation and then continuation. So we want to see this be a very brief, just 20 day below the 50 and then the next leg up. So that's Bitcoin. Going over to altcoin markets, this is total crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. Everybody, I don't know how else to say it other than look at this. Look at the timing of this. 252 days. And maybe I guess we're in a new week, right? So let me just extend this. So we're at 259 days post Bitcoin halving, 259 days post Bitcoin halving last cycle. This is what altcoin markets were getting ready to do. You can see not even close to the end of the bull market, just beginning altcoin season. And then if we go in and we look at the RSI is really what I want to look at. It could not look any better. Look at the consolidation, first touch out of overbought, not even that overbought as altcoin season's triggered. This is what the chart looks like. The revisit down here to the moving average on the RSI charts, and even just the consolidation of the quicker moving momentum oscillator, stock RSI. Because if we go to this moment last cycle, here's altcoin season, this purple line. Look at this. Look at that nice little stock RSI consolidation before blastoff. Very similar to what's happening right now. And then even just this kind of first overbought move at that moment as well, kind of coming out of overbought and then getting ready to explode into parabolic altcoin season. All of that move, right? We've not had any of that yet. We have this first little consolidation before altcoin season. So the question is similar to Bitcoin on the short term. This isn't like a long-term thing, but are we going to have to wait a little bit longer for blastoff, right? I know we all want it this week. We want January to be just a ridiculous January. I think Q1 is going to be awesome. I think it's going to be good, but that doesn't mean the next 2 weeks are going to be explosive. We have this lower high Fibonacci on the altcoin charts as well, on this altcoin market cap chart. And I think it's good just to utilize caution. Obviously, I'm bullish. Many of you are bullish. On the macro, it's looking very good. It really is. But on the short term, these are the areas that I do continue to watch. This is a bullish confirmation area, meaning I want to see altcoin markets break above this area to really start talking about, all right, we're going to see another leg up, higher high on this altcoin market cap chart, price discovery time. I don't know if that's in the short term, but I'm watching this lower high Fibonacci. So this is what's going on, everybody. Just tracking markets with y'all as we start this new week. There's obvious resistance on the short term, but right now it is in play for this week. Let's see how this week plays out, even the next couple of weeks. But these are the trigger areas that I'm watching on all of these charts. And obviously, US dollar currency index, very important. What is it going to be doing? If we zoom in on the daily, just to give you a sense, right now, it is consolidating a little bit above all moving averages, namely this 20-day moving average around 107.6. So we'll be tracking all of this. Hit the subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Please turn notifications on. If you enjoyed the video, please smash that like button. Your support means a ton to me. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.